Okay, we are back for part 2 of the marketing Q&A with somebody that has almost 20 years of marketing experience. Yes, that's me. Yes, I have good skincare. Yes, I started when I was 16, and that is legit. Like, I opened up a nonprofit organization at 16 years old with my savings account that I had, and a big dream and a laptop that was very janky and no social media, and I made it happen. I made millions of dollars for that nonprofit organization, gave so much of my love, and then moved into the online space when we started our family. So it's not just like I dabbled, like I just immersed myself in this marketing world because I realized you can have a passion, but what you need with passion is to get the word out. And how do we get the word out? Marketing. So marketing is you creating energy around your passions that you're really wanting other people to join in on, right? So these are passions that you have around certain topics, whether it be makeup, whether it be the legal side, accounting, right? Website design, graphic design, money management, making money, marketing in general. Like if you love marketing, like there are so many things out there. And I feel like marketing is just this thing that people think is so hard and so stressful, and it doesn't have to be, right? Like decide that you are committed to marketing being so fun. Decide that it's going to be so easy for you. Decide that you're going to find your people, because the coolest part about being an entrepreneur is there's never been a better time to be an entrepreneur. There are so many people on the internet, billions to be exact, and they are spending money every single day, whether it's Black Friday or not. They are spending money 24/7 around the world. Why not get a piece of the pie, right? And you can do it with ease, flow, and fun. You can do it with aligning your values in small pockets of time. Like it doesn't have to be this exhausting thing. Like when they joke that like an entrepreneur works 80 hours a week, like it doesn't have to be that way. Like I'm just on this mission to show that it can just be so different. Now, with that being said, it does take work. It does take persistence. It does take patience. It does take expanding your comfort zone. It does take asking for help, learning new skills, practicing, right? Like, so all of this is possible, but we don't have to make it harder than it needs to be. It doesn't need to be confusing. It doesn't need to be stressful. So like leaning into the world of marketing and getting so good at it is how you can accomplish so much. Because when you really think about it, most challenges or frustrations as an adult are figure outable. Like most of your obstacles right now, most of your challenges right now could be solved with money. Yes or yes? I said most. I didn't say all. But if you think about, if you had a list of all of your challenges, all of your obstacles right now, all of your frustrations, could most of them, if not all of them, be solved with more money? Yeah? Then the coolest part about this is how you make more money is marketing, right? Because once you've got a product, a program, a service, it becomes a marketing game, meaning you've got to reach enough people to then reach the numbers that you're wanting to reach. But if we know that, and we know that most of your problems, if not all of your problems, could be solved with money, then your best friend is marketing. And the more time you spend with your best friend, the more in love you become with them, right? Like you can't wait for them to text you or call you or spend time with them, right? And so you get to feel that way, not only about money, but marketing. And how you create more money is marketing. It's huge. It's so exciting. So let's get into your questions. Give me #live, #replay. Shout out to Rebecca with Authors Allies for sponsoring this part of the Q&A. I'm so grateful for you. She's got tons of free resources She is one of our most loyal clients, and she's just so loving and wants to collaborate with more women. And she's got so much knowledge in the book publishing world that is so valuable. So if that's something that you're needing, Rebecca with Authors Allies is your girl. She's just so knowledgeable about that space and can help get your book out to the world and help you market your book. So thank you, Rebecca, for sponsoring this episode. So this is our next question. When you are multi-passionate, I love that, how do you go about posting about all of your different opportunities you have without feeling spammy? First and foremost, anytime you're feeling spammy or you don't want to be spammy or you don't want to be salesy, just take that off of the table. When you are sharing what you love, no matter how much you share it, the right people will also be excited, right? And when it's so real and it's so raw and it's so authentic, it's received so well to the right person. Now, if you're just posting links with stock images, that's spammy to me. That's salesy. But if you're just like, even if for a whole day you posted 1,000 times a day, for just one day, but it was everything that you're passionate about, everything that's changed your life, everything that you're doing, for the right person, you would not have posted too much. And the cool part is people are posting so much that the algorithm keeps shuffling everything. So there's no such thing as posting too much of the content that excites you, right? Because it's getting shuffled into the algorithm so much that it's going to be hit or miss what they see based on when they're coming onto the platform, right? There's certain times of day that people are on and they're not, right? And that goes for all different types of people. So when you're multi-passionate, I would just be curious if for just one day you posted what you wanted to post, whether it was money related, like whether you were promoting something that you make money on or not. So what I do, my nose is like, I have just like a little fuzz or something. So what I like to do is I have a energetic minimum when it comes to posting on social media versus a maximum, because this world puts so many ceilings on us. Like, why would we put a ceiling on ourselves? So I don't do that. I have a minimum that I'm striving to reach. And then from there's some days where I post a bunch, and then there's some days where I reach the minimum and then I'm good, depending on what's going on in my life, what's going on in the business. Some days I'm more behind the scenes versus front line. So my theory is be so passionate about what you're doing. Where you can post the most, in my opinion, is your stories. Those are going to be your like ride or die people. So if you posted a bunch of stories of what you're doing, what products you're loving, what's going on in your world, what's going on in your business, and you're just really excited, post that in your stories, right? And then have some sort of cadence on your actual feed of what you're doing, whether that's like 1 time per day, 2 times per day. So where I would put more of your energy is stories. Equally, Facebook groups, put more energy there, and personally connecting with people in the DMs. And you don't have to like cold message anyone, but like think about who you want to connect with. Who do you get to reach back out to? Who do you get to invite to something? Who do you want to give something to somebody? So I would put more of your energy there as a multi-passionate person. But if it comes to like just general content that you're excited about, I don't think that there is a maximum, truly. Like the people that I love to consume their content, I can't wait for their next piece of content, right? So why don't you think people would do that for you, right? So it's like, it comes down to, are you excited to post this? So don't just post to post, no matter where it is. But if you are genuinely so excited to post something, post it, right? Because there is somebody out there that cannot wait until you post again. Some of my favorite content creators, I will go search their name because the algorithm's doing the algorithm thing and I don't want to miss anything, or I have notifications turned on, right? And so people want to hear from you more, and the more you believe that and the more you step into that, you can't be too spammy, you can't be too salesy. If you're afraid of being that thing, being those types of energies, you're most likely are not even going to be those types of energies. Okay, so I hope that helps answer that question. Let me highlight that one. We're staying organized here. Can you plan content and still leave room for spur of the moment posts? Yes, I think that this is the best type of marketing strategy, because that way you stay consistent, but you still allow yourself to be spontaneous. This is my favorite strategy as far as like a scheduling strategy to go off of. So we've always got some sort of baseline in the pipeline of content, but then a ton of what you see from me is spontaneous. And that just feels so good to me because it truly feels authentic. It feels real. And even if it was something spontaneous, sometimes I'll even schedule that for a day later, just based on what we have going on. And that has been super helpful too. So yes, plan content and also leave room for spontaneousness. I think that is like the best planning strategy. Okay. All right, next question. How many times a day is too much? I love how all of these weave together. I don't think that there is a thing as too much. People will disagree with me, but again, when you think about your favorite content creators, if you thought of them and that they were like, ooh, I don't think I should post this because I've already taken up too much space today. If you knew that's how they felt, you would probably be mad at them because you're like, no, I can't wait for you to post again, right? So I would much rather have a smaller audience that is so thrilled to be there versus a big audience that is just about vanity numbers that don't want to be there and my numbers are all out of whack. Like, yes, quantity is important, but we also want to focus on quality of people. So stop putting ceilings on yourself and just be the content creator that you want to be. Post the content that you feel so excited about. And yes, have some sort of strategy in motion always. That's where the mini launch method comes in, of how does this connect to what you're launching, what your marketing goals are, what your business goals are. Like, yes, we want to think of those things, but some of my favorite people that I've spent money with, I loved just their real rawness content that had nothing to do with business. So when you're building a personal brand, I think it's imperative to post content that has nothing to do with your business, but everything to do with you as a human. So I think that is personally very, very important. But it's not the end all be all. Some people out there will tell you, don't post more than 3 times a day. But I just love to have the philosophy that I'm sharing with you. And that's what I believe to be true. And that's what feels good to me. So I don't think that there is a too much. This world tells us we're too much already. Why would we place that on ourselves? That's my feminist side coming out. All right, next question. Should you focus on one platform, multiple platforms, or share the same type of content all over the platforms? So my recommendation, based on how much time you have, how much energy you have, how much resources you have, do you have a team? Do you not have a team? What are your business goals? Less is more to start, right? Because why post? Why, when it comes to your business, why put in more work than you have to? Okay. If you're just posting because it brings you joy, that's different. But when it comes to a marketing strategy for your business, that's where the mini launch method comes into play. If you have a goal of 50 people in one of your programs versus 5,000, the marketing strategy is going to be different, right? So start with one platform to really put your energy into so we can nail it. Then we can start to go to another platform or repurpose to another platform, or we run ads to another platform. But I believe, especially for a team of 1 or a small team, less is more, not only from a strategy standpoint, but from a platform standpoint. I would much rather you go deeper on one platform, then you can expand to other platforms. And we're not always going to repurpose every single piece of content on every other single platform, because that wouldn't make sense. We're going to take the best, okay, and then find ways to repurpose that elsewhere. So we can get more bang for our buck, but we just want to work smarter, not harder. So pick the platform that you feel the most comfortable on, and that's where we focus our business efforts first. Okay? All right, one more for this video. How many funnels can I have? Okay, so funnels are truly how you're funneling people into your business. There's that definition. Some people, depending on who asked this question, they may also be meaning like sales funnels, meaning like sales pages. So I'm going to take this at what truly a funnel means, which is it's a strategy, right? That how you are funneling people into your business. So again, it depends on how much time you have, because just saying that you have 20 funnels of how you funnel people into your business is not cool unless they're all working. And so we start with one strategy, one funnel. So let's give an example if someone's like tripped up on that word, because that word can be really confusing. I remember the first time I heard that word and I'm like, what the fuck is a funnel? Like, I don't get it. And that's a new term that has come to it's not new, but like it's a newer term that has come to the online space. But funnels technically have been around since the beginning of business, right? Because it's how you are bringing customers in, clients into your world, your business. So it's truly foot traffic, right? So when you think about a brick and mortar, they need to have a strategy to get you through the door. So if you think about a restaurant, a funnel that they have typically is kids eat free on Tuesdays. That's a marketing funnel to funnel people into the door on a day that probably they're really slow. So that's their goal, right? And then on Tuesdays, they can see, did our traffic increase based on that marketing strategy? And if so, then that's one funnel that's doing really, really well. We nailed it. Now let's scale it. Okay. So that's the name of the game. We want to have one strategy, aka one marketing funnel that works so well. We nail it and we keep scaling it. You could have one funnel and do really, really well and make a lot of money. You don't need to have all of these different ways, especially if you're a team of 1 or 2 or 3. It's hard to keep track of all of this type of stuff. And where attention goes, energy flows. So if we're trying to be everywhere and do all of these different strategies, then we're just dabbling, right? And we're going to get dabbling based results. We want to go deep. We want to go deep in every way possible. So I would focus on one marketing strategy, one funnel at a time, and go deep, because these things also take time, tweaking and modifying. They take data. They take, working out the kinks. They say, have somebody go through your funnel 100 times. You need 100 people to go through your funnel to know if it's working or not. And even when it's working, it's going to be 1 to 2%, okay? Which is a handful of people. And so let's imagine your funnel being getting on calls with people. We would want to do that strategy 100 times before we deem, is it working or is it not working? We can't do 2 calls and be like, it's not working, I suck, okay? We need more data. We need more humans to know if a marketing strategy is working or not. And then we want to just tweak it a little bit, then go have another 100 people go through again. Then we tweak it again. Think about the light bulb. It took 10,000 tries for the light bulb to come to be, okay? Do we want it to take 10,000 times? No, but this is just such a good reminder that things take time. They take tweaking, they take modifying for them to just start to work. Then from there, then we can keep the train moving more and more and more, but be in it for the long haul. Be willing to tweak and modify. most physical products that come to market went through so much tweaking and modifying before it landed in your shopping cart, before it landed in your home, right? There were so many versions of it before that, before they could even make money, which is cool when it comes to the online space because it speeds up the process of all of this. But just be willing to tweak and modify, and then you'll be able to just get better results when you know that it doesn't have to be right the first time, right? It doesn't have to make $1 million the first time. It doesn't have to even make a crazy amount of money in the first time. We just want to start to see traction, feel traction. Then we keep going from there and going and growing. Okay. So I hope that's super helpful. I hope you're loving this Q&A series, and I'll see you back on part 3.